If we're fighting for democracy, we're fighting to convince the masses that the vision of the promised land we're talking about is what they want. The masses, that's what democracy is about, the will of the majority and protection of the rights of the minority. The will of the majority forces every party in our parliamentary system to move in a certain direction. That's still what defines democracy, whether we like it or not. So we need to address where most people are at. And where most people are at is that they're increasingly convinced that big corporations suck and governments only get things wrong. They don't hate the rich, they want to be the rich. They want governments to get out of their way, they expect their tax cuts and better services. Hey, look, we all know that that's totally unrealistic. But that is a reflection of what is out there, what is being promised to Canadians and what they want to believe. From the very real game that is going on in our midst, which is the increasing concentration of income, wealth, and power, away from us, away from our services, away from the things that make our life good. So we need to play the game too. The Tea Party is about no, no, no. No to tax increases, no to service cuts, no to big government, no to big unions, no to bailouts. Listen, no is a statement, it's not a strategy. How can we make the demands for our rights, for our future, seem doable? Not only doable, man, inevitable. That this is the direction of human progress. How do we make everybody want that to happen? Because that's what it's going to take to make us rise up for our democracy and rights. That's what movement needs. And the movement that's out there right now is on the right wing of the political spectrum. We used to think about movement as being the territory of the left, right? We don't have left movement. Sorry to break it to you. But we, in this room, can start putting our heads together in the course of the next couple of days on how can we propel a left movement that actually has the vision of the promised land for the left and the right. And the climate has shifted to the right. What are we doing to shift it to the left? We have to make every party feel like they have to answer our questions. Why is inequality growing? Why can't we do something about climate change? How are we preparing for an aging society? Let us be talking about how we want to shift that world to the desired land together, a world they want to live in too. So labor power comes from three places. First of all, labor is the primary way we organize ourselves in society. Secondly, labor's power comes from the ability to bargain a better deal out of a production process, because there's always somebody making a profit. And thirdly, labor's power comes from mobilizing towards political action, right? Withholding your labor is your primary source of power, because every production process needs people working. But strikes big and small these days are hugely threatened. As the whole world, especially the advanced nations, starts aging, their profile is aging. In Canada, we're one of the fastest aging labor markets on the planet. And all of us are going to be chasing labor. So we're going to be moving from a scarce global capital situation to a scarce labor situation. What's the thing that brings people to a country? It's a place they want to live. So in fact, our solution for being a magnet for labor in the coming years is to make this a beautiful place to live.